echodrone. Just going to be doing a tour of my studio because it's a little easier than taking a photograph, I think. So let's do it. Starting over here is my piano. It's a Gorson Coleman. I placed it at about 1907, I think. It's not too amazing. I mean, it's in tune, but it's a semitone flat, and the bass keys sound horrible, so it's not great, but it's good to practice on, I suppose. There's my acoustic. It's a Taylor, nothing too flash, but it does the job. And we'll go into the studio. It's probably a little too dark, but we've got fairy lights and whatnot set up there. It's still a bit dark. There we go. Alright, so starting this corner, there's a Yamaha DX7, which was pretty much one of the definitive sounds of the 80s. I've modded it a bit, so it's got a backlit screen now, which it didn't have. And there's an expansion card to give it a bit more room in the memory banks. Above that is the micro Korg. I don't really need to say anything about that, everyone knows what they are. And around here I've got the Roland V drums, just the basic entry-level kit. I use that to control Superior Drummer. Coming around to the desk, I've got the iMac there, second screen. I use the Focusrite Liquid 56, so it's got 8 inputs and it's expandable. Does the job pretty well. It's got really nice pre's. The Yamaha HS50s there, and then there's the HS10 sub down there. Axiom 49 key, which is a bit limiting at times, but I'm not the best pianist anyway. All around the room I've got this sound baffling I've made in the corners. Just helps me not annoy the neighbours too much and stops all the rattling and whatnot going on, flutter echoes. Coming down here is my guitar collection. There's mandolin, banjo, bass, which is not very visible. That's a Greg Bennett, something I picked up at an op shop. It's got active pickups, which is pretty handy. Next is my slide guitar. Bring that around here. That's just a cheap thing off eBay, really, so does the job. Les Paul copy here. Whoops. Yeah, Les Paul copy. It's a Elector. There's a cheap nylon behind it, and then my old steel string, which is a Skylark. Then we've got my pedal board here, which is a bit of a mess right now. There's a 535Q wah, which you probably can't make out. Hotcake, distortion. That is an exact replica of I think it's a Tube Screamer TS808, which is really nice overdrive. H2O for the delay, echo, and chorus. Fuzz Factory, which is, I reckon, the best fuzz on the market, except maybe the Big Muff, but that's a different sort of sound. Delay and reverb. Now I've got the loop station, which I just use for practicing, really, because it's not very practical for anything else. Mexican Telly, which I've modded the hell out of, so that's got a Bigsby on it now. I've done all copper shielding on the inside. The pickups are Bill Wilde Keystones, and you can't really make out at all, but it's got a etched scratch plate. Vox AC30, which is CC2, I think. I'm not sure. It's got Wharfdale speakers anyhow. Djembe. And in here it's just all my cables and whatnot. All little toys. So I've got the Monotron there, which is actually a pretty good analog synth. It's just very hard to use it. This is the Thingamagoop, which is basically just random. It uses the LED to control a sensor for the sound. Something's missing a knob back there, I can see. Kazoo. couple of harps and what's it called? Jaw harp. This here is a modified speaking spell, so it's been circuit bent. I just have various percussion, a stomp box, things like that. Lots more guitar pedals. Got a chaos pad there. What else? It's one of those line 6 modulation machine things. Full tone 69 fuzz. I do like my fuzz, so I've got a few of them. Whammy. And that's just about it, I think. So, oh wait, we've got in here. I've got one of those Behringer MIDI controller foot pedal things, which I haven't bothered to learn yet. And back in this cupboard, there's a auto harp in here, which I need to fix up the strings on and just do a few adjustments on it. You can't make out anything there really. I've got a reel-to-reel tape recorder, my old M-box and speakers and things like that I never use. Oh yeah, and then there's these, the Korg Control, Innovation Nocturne. Those are brilliant. I would recommend that to anyone actually. And the what is it called, Nano Pad, which I really only use for the XY there because I've already got pads on the Axiom. Okay, that should do it. Thanks.